it's JME, bigging up NKEs.
Yep, Charlemagne the God, the Prince of pissing people off. And right now you're watching NKE Media. Get at us.
NKE Media, Tony D.
H inside, big up NKE Media.
This is Wiley right now, you're watching
NKE Media.
NKE Media, big the fuck up.
Yo, this is Jabba, you're checking out NKE, know what it is, boy, better know all day.
What's going on in battle rap so far, mate?
A lot's going on. Obviously, one of the biggest things being spoke about right now is the. Well, it's funny actually. One of the biggest things in the UK right now is happening is Lunar C just came back and battled O'Shea. Obviously, Lunar C hasn't battled in however many years. And for the last however many years, every other post on every Don't Flop page from every Don't Flop fan has been, when's Luna coming back, when's Luna coming back, when's Luna coming back, Luna versus this one, Luna versus that one, non-stop.
Yeah.
So they actually finally got him back. So
have you heard how it's gone down? Because from what I've heard, apparently Luna C won.
Do you know what? We could have actually watched the battle before we did this. Discussed it, you know that.
For real. You know what? We should do a recap.
Yeah,
we should do a recap, fam. Shit.
No, we will. We can watch it after, but before I cut if you want.
Yeah.
I'll call a cab halfway through the battle or something.
Let's do that, bro. Let's do that, and then we'll just do a little recap after, some other time, innit? But fucking,
definitely.
Yeah, man.
You know what? I think it's funny because what we were saying is the most spoke about thing during the run up to the Lunar C battle. Was the King of the Ronalds and Don't Flop rivalry.
You have to obviously let us know about that.
It stole a lot of their thunder.
Yeah.
And I think more in there, like it was their doing.
Yeah.
Because like I say all the time, like I haven't got personal beef with Don't Flop. Mickey has.
Yeah.
I'm obviously a part of his company, so I see how it looks bad that, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm a Don't Flop fan. I like a lot of the Don't Flop product that they put out. I support it, and a lot of my friends, you know, I made a lot of good friends that Don't Flop. So, but
what happened? Well, for those who don't know, what actually happened? How did it stop?
What the
kerfuffle that took away from the Lunar C battle?
Well, basically, Don't Flop for the same event booked a guy called Michael White from Texas.
Okay.
And he was coming here to battle. He paid his own flights, everything, and he decided that, you know what, while he's out here, he's going to utilize his time. Basically, he was in the King of the Ronalds group, and he kept posting about Daylight biting his cup or some shit, some video of Daylight biting his cup or some shit. Yeah,
biting his cup. What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so
man actually tried to think about like man biting the cup.
Yeah, so I kind of trolled him a bit and like piss off, stop spamming and that no one cares. And he messaged me like, oh, and I was like, I'm only fucking with you, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, you know, I like what you lot do. Do you reckon you could line me versus Daylight up? So I was like, you know what, to be honest, we're just starting up and that. I doubt Daylight even really knows who we are and that, but possibly in the future, who knows, innit? He's like, alright, cool, I'd like to get on you lot's channel anyway.
Man, you could die there.
So I told him, you know, like holler Mickey or whatever. He obviously hollered Mickey off his own back anyway. And them two set up that they was going to battle the day before Checkpoint when Michael White got into London. So, cool. Then Mickey drops the flyer.
Yeah.
Now Don't Flop's event was Checkpoint 2. Mickey drops the same flyer, like, you know, the promo flyer where where it's just the one battle kind of thing, and it's got the details above it, but it's got like a picture frame of the two battlers.
Yeah.
Mickey's basically nicked their flyer where it says Checkpoint. He's made the Ronald face the O, and instead of 2, he's put 3, but as in free because it was a free outdoor battle, so you didn't have to pay. So it was Checkpoint 3, the day before Checkpoint 2, with the exact same flyer, with one of the main guys that they booked to come and battle. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's nuts. That's crazy.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. For a while, like Don't Flop have been kind of ignoring it and rising above it, and Mickey's just like relentlessly just trying to, you know, bring them like in, like just basically.
Mickey's on off. Yeah, he's on a so obviously for those who haven't seen it, check out there's like I got a few like Mickey or interviews with Mickey Worthless, real brother, real safe, you know what I mean. But he obviously explains his whole what happened between him and Don't Flop and everything like that. So go and check that out if you haven't seen that. But yeah, man, flipping. He goes in. Go on, carry on, man.
Yeah. So obviously we all started. Like people started posting in the Don't Flop Facebook group. Have you seen this? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
And for about a week, it was just constantly, like I said, the build up to Lunar C's return that everyone's been begging for.
Yeah.
But for about a week in the Don't Flop group, all it was have you seen what Mickey Worthless has done? What do you think of the King of the Ronalds? This, that, and the other King of the Ronalds. This, that, and it was just mention.
Yeah.
To the point where now we're all banned from the group.
Oh shit.
Me, Bowski, a few of our fans, like literally all just got kicked out and banned from the group. And you know they delete posts like someone will post like, oh, what's Mickey Worthless's best battle or something.
Yeah.
You'll see a few comments. You'll go to comment on it. You'll press enter and it will go this post. You cannot comment on this post.
Wow.
And then you'll go back and refresh it and the post is deleted. It's gone.
Wow.
You get me? And that's the admin. Like if they see anything that basically, and to me, like I said, I posted a status about that in the Don't Flop Facebook group, and ironically, well not ironically, but it got deleted. Yeah, and I posted a post saying, the more you guys keep deleting this shit, the more worried you look.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? You lot are meant to be this super level league, and King of the Ronalds is meant to be some joke little piss take low level bottom of the rung. Yeah, and if you keep that attitude and not even pay it any attention, then you know you are shedding light on it by hating it. Yeah, and Jay-Z wouldn't respond to a fucking diss track if I made one.
Yeah,
I could go and make a whole 2-3 albums dissing Jay-Z and he would never reply in his life because I'm nobody to him. Yeah, and that's the kind of mentality that I would have expected Don't Flop to have, and they didn't have. And it looks like they're desperate, it looks like they're scared, it looks like they're worried, and that's what they're portraying to their fans. And the more posts about King of the Ronalds in the Don't Flop group, I was receiving more requests to join the King of the Ronalds group. Do you get what I'm saying?
so it's like you're kind of taking their fans as well. Like.
People was posting in the Don't Flop group like, right, is there a King of the Ronalds group? And da 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 da. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, but a lot of people, you have to realise that Don't Flop had a lot of people that were worried to rebel, and didn't. They was all waiting for somebody to come out and say fuck Don't Flop, and Mickey was that guy who didn't give a fuck and just did it and said it. Then a lot of people jumped on his bandwagon. A lot of the thing is that Don't Flop, by probably 50% of their fan base are fans that love and watch Don't Flop, and 50% of their fan base are fans that want to see rap battles, but don't really have any love or loyalty for Don't Flop. Don't necessarily rate it very highly, but they know that if they want to watch UK rap battles, that's the highest, that's the best. But they would love to jump on the bandwagon of an alternative within a heartbeat. Do you get me? And I think that they don't realise how much of a bigger part of that fan base that there is that are just watching because that's all that's there.
Yeah, man. I reckon from a fan's perspective, like obviously I'm watching both US and UK. It's It is obviously worlds apart in terms of audience fan base, but obviously you're still able to generate international followers and international views and stuff like that. But I remember there was a point where it was kind of level, bro. It was kind of level. UK and US. In fact, I swear UK is the first one to actually come up with like the jump off whole, you know what I mean, battle rap thing there. So we actually kind of influenced a certain degree of thing. Obviously Smack took it and ran with it, or maybe it was there in the hood before and then they obviously just started filming or whatever happened in it. But it seems along the way something happened, bro. I'm not really sure what happened, but I'm not sure. It became more jokes, innit? It became more jokes based, and I'm not sure if that's more like as a hip hop lover, innit. I'm not sure if that's the best way, because that's where I was going to get my fix of hip hop in it, because obviously mainstream hip hop was kind of dead right now. It's been dead for a minute and still like that. So battle rap was where like you go see man that actually just want to spit bars, and you know what I mean. It's genuine crowd reaction for genuine like good bars and stuff like that. But yeah, man.
I think the balance is necessary. I think it's very necessary. I think you want to be entertained, and you want to have a laugh, and you just want to see some battles that ain't taken too seriously. but then you do want to have your fix of the dope bars.
But when it's the whole card, the whole card is jokes in a sense, right? Which is cool, but you want to hear some sort of lyricism in there. And I understand where, because of the audience that, let's say, a Don't Flop had, right? Which is like, you got 14-year-olds and stuff like that. Obviously, it's going to sway the battle in a different way and then make the rapper think, okay, I need to make it look good on camera, so when it comes out, it needs to look alright, innit? So...
But it's like Smack's just done the whole concept of the rookies versus the vets and stuff. So I think that obviously that kind of thing there helps push the whole, you know what, you new guys might be as good as these older guys. I think what fucked up a lot of the UK rap battles, especially with me coming up, was I'd done a couple battles, killed Sniper E in my tryout, done not too terribly in the 2-on-2. Killed Liquid in a battle, killed a couple dudes on Red JSD, and I was trying to get good battles, and I battled like Flex Splicit and Cystic, etc., because I couldn't get the good battles that I wanted to get. And I had to humble myself and take what I could and try to build a name off that. But after that, it gets to a point where I would message someone like Impact and say, or I mentioned him in a call out vid or something like that, and he messaged me saying I'd battle you, or like Euphorical, I battle you, but I just get told who to battle and you know what I'm saying? So it's about the politics and the dynamics of everything. Is that there's someone there who decides what battles he wants and what battles he don't want. So regardless of, there's been people like Most Problem, me and him wanted to do a mustache battle for November. Do you get what I'm saying? Hard. And obviously try to raise money for charity and shit, do you get me? But it's like, they would never give someone like Hulk that opportunity. Do you know what I'm saying? I can guarantee you right now, I'm a way better freestyler than Most Prop, hands down. I was standing there in the alley, I wanted to pick someone for a freestyle battle, and he picked Most Prop. I understand Don't Flop's market, I understand what they're trying to do, I understand that that's one of their main guys. He's a nerdy guy and it's a nerdy demographic. But at the same time, hip hop would have been, I'm gonna pick this dude Hulk who's just won a £10,000 single deal from freestyling. You know what I'm saying, and put him against this DNA guy who's been on BET and won money from freestyling or whatever. So it would have made more sense, kind of thing. And people saying, "Oh, go on," and I'm like, these people don't give like they don't want to put me in a situation like that.
I think they're trying to obviously push the whole. I'm not saying poetry's bad, but that whole poetry style of battling, like,
definitely.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if that's the way forward, man. Because I've seen a couple battles like that. I think I saw Big J versus a chick. What's her name?
Rapunzel. That's Most Prob's wife.
Jeez, good on you, mate. But when I watched that battle, I was there live as well, and I don't know, man. It's a different wave. I didn't find any sort of connection. It didn't even feel like hip hop to me, really. It felt like something totally. It felt like a fairy.
Do you know what it is? It's the same with I think her and Bombshell. Their kind of delivery and that, like, it's rushing out loads of fast words to rhyme. But it just doesn't sound as like. One thing is hard to explain to people when they're rapping is the naturaler it sounds. The more natural it sounds. The better it sounds. If it sounds like you didn't even have to put in effort, it sounds sick. You get me? And when it sounds like you're trying to pronounce every word that you say with a bit of it, and it's just like, you know what? Nah, like, go away kind of thing. You get me? This is just trying too hard.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know what style, where that came from, because nobody was putting out music like that where it was just like super off time, super just no direction, no enthusiasm. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is, but battle rap's crazy, man. Battle rap, but that's why I love it, man. That's why I love it. I don't just love the battle rap. I love the shit that goes on around it. Fuck all the gossip and shit. I'm talking about, like, you see, you got the interviews and stuff like that where man are telling you more about themselves, so you're finding out more about the thing, and that's what I think maybe the UK kind of lacked. Where I can remember I was doing interviews at like Don't Flop and stuff like that, and then obviously we had our qualms or whatever, and we forget that, but fucking. There was never really that kind of embrace from like them other bigger UK platforms that would say, yeah, you know what, we're gonna interview some of you guys. Obviously, you had Lunar C. I think Lunar C was like the major guy to kind of cross brands, innit? Cross from one side to the other. But besides that, they made shit look hard as hell, bro. But I don't think it was that hard, man.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. I think they a lot of the game is segregated. People want to keep to themselves and stuff. Like I know for a fact, Snoopy told me that when they first started up and they was building up their thing, he basically said to her, look, would you ever be interested in working with man and that? And her basically more or less said no. Now, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, or, do you know what I mean? That's us, you know, that's his choice. But at the same time, there's no reason why not to, you know, it's everything's competition to Don't Flop. And that's not always a good thing. Because you're going to branch out more. Smack here, URL. What people don't realise is the reason why they're so successful is because they filter a lot of their battles through
Spit That Heat and shit.
SDH, Spit That Heat, Trap House NY. Do you get what I'm saying? Quiet Room, Queen's Flip or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? So they either A, get their battlers from a lot of these places like B Magic and whatever, come from all these other leagues and that, or if they've got a battle or event that they think is touch and go and might not be that great or successful, they'll let them people put it on, come through, host it, and if any battles are good, they'll take them and put them up. If they ain't, they can put them up. Do you know what I'm saying? But you should have that. You should need that.
Yeah, there wasn't really a working
and I think
kind of.
Most people were everyone. Like I said, no one's really come along and said fuck Don't Flop. Now, most people was humble enough where Don't Flop could have done that. Instead of having a Don't Flop demo channel, how about having, do you know what, this battle away and all that, here you go, get slated, you put that up, or we'll come and host your event. But if your battles are shit, you upload them. If they're alright, we'll take the good ones. We'll split some money or whatever that. Do you know what I mean? But it was always no, it's Don't Flop, just Don't Flop, just Don't Flop, which is cool. It's a good mentality to have in certain circumstances, but I don't think as a growing culture, you have to look at it like this. If your league is one league within a culture, your league can do well if the culture does well. If the culture doesn't do well as a whole, your league isn't going to do well.
That's what I'm saying.
So I think if you kill UK battle rap, Don't Flop is nothing. If you build UK battle rap, Don't Flop is everything. Do you get what I'm saying? So if anything, it should be more collaborative.
Should be
like the Americans.
You know how it is, isn't it? Small island, very territorial, and it's maybe a defensive. It might be even like a confidence issue. They might feel like, you know what I mean?
Because obviously I've seen time and time again on those Twitters, Facebooks or whatever, it's snakes. This one snaked me, that one snaked me. Snaking Don't Flop, snaking Don't Flop. If it weren't Chronicle, it was Mickey. If it weren't Mickey, it's someone else. If it weren't someone else, it's this one, it's that one. What you have to realise is that at the end of the day, you can't expect loyalty when you run a business where you make a lot of money and keep a lot of money and have a lot of people that are just there for a little opportunity and expect to be cool with everyone and don't think that everyone ain't looking for their opportunity to be you. Do you get what I'm saying? Unless you keep them all happy, then they're always going to be going for your spot.
It is nuts, man. Where do you still see battle rap like in 10 years? And I don't even want to make it sound like an interview question, but the only reason I'm asking that is because, like, I wish the best for it. And obviously, like, we've got King of the Ronalds coming up and Gift to the Gab and stuff like that. So there is definitely potential and everything like that, and it's definitely moving forward. But I'm just saying in the sense where maintaining the levels where I'm not even talking about views, bro. I'm talking about actual content. I'm more of a content kind of person. Fuck the thing could have 2 views, bro. But if the guy's spitting bars, bro, do you know what I mean? I value that over everything. And maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I need someone to push the videos to me. But I don't know.
I think I don't know what. My ideal would be more of a. See, this is the thing, like I was saying, I'm a very underground head and I value the underground culture and I don't want it spoiled. As much as I want it to be big and I want it to flourish and I want everyone to be rich and successful from it, I don't want it to be spoiled. You know what I mean? Because when you start putting CGI on it like Snoop did, or, you know, film on TV doing their you know, shit or whatever, not paying people even though the brother's a billionaire or whatever, like... You know, it's all crazy. Like, it fucks up a lot of shit. Whereas that if you keep it as pure and as simple as you can, it's probably going to be the best product. Yeah. But at the same time, like, I would like it to be, if anything, arenas. Especially in our, like, I think King of the Dot done a seated event I think Total Slaughter was like a seated event, like an arena, and I think it would work better our style, our comedy.
Yeah.
It's like watching Michael McIntyre versus
That's a good point.
versus
still.
Frankie Boyle.
Yeah.
Which I think they could actually do and probably would do and probably will do.
Yeah. That'd be a
Stuff
classic
like
as
that.
well.
Do you know what I mean? Because they're going to see the popularity and jump on it, as most corporations do. BBC are going to go, oh, let's do this. These guys are doing, do you know what I mean? Comedy.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And it is, like, a lot of it is, but that's what I mean. Like, I think it'd work better us doing it rather than URL. No one wants to sit down with their missus, like taking her out, buying a ticket, sitting down in like a theatre to stand up and watch someone talking about his gun so big.
Shut.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro. Like, get your dusty.
Yeah, shit's going in, and you're like, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But it would be more joke if it was like someone like Big J, for example, cracking a few jokes or just sort of roasting somebody and then somebody roasting him back.
Really want to see Shotgun Suge versus Big J. I think that's the international battle to be made, you know. I don't think Suge might be allowed out of his thing. Maybe he might be, but I reckon that might be an incredible battle. But there needs to be like a restriction, like you can't touch each other. But besides that, I think
they should let them touch each other. no, hold on, pause.
No, but I see why you said that. That would be crazy. Blood. Oh yeah, you was talking about what do you call it, vets versus rookies or rookies versus vets and whatnot. Flipping. What did you think of the Shotgun Suge versus Saga battle? Crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, it was a good battle still, you know. I like, you know what it is with Suge, like he doesn't really say much. He's aggressive. Yeah. But his bars ain't really woo. Like they're not.
I don't know, man. That last battle, bruv, he was making a lot. Bruv, he was shaking and jiving.
I know, that's what I mean.
He
like,
was going
I'm a punchline sort of guy. I want to hear that hit at the end. Just because you raise your voice and, you know, rhyme it with another word that rhyme with the one before. Yeah. To me, doesn't necessarily make it a punchline. Like, I don't know, with Suge, I'm waiting to hear that something special. I'm waiting to hear that something that the dude down the block couldn't write. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone else couldn't write. If you hear like Loaded Luck say a certain bar and you think, you fucking G. Yeah. However, whatever made you think of that, and however that came out, you're a fucking G for that. Do you get me? Or like someone else, you know what I mean? Like even Daylight or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got punches.
But like when like with Suge, I've never heard him say something and I thought, wow, that was amazing, Suge. Yeah. Never in my life.
I reckon Suge is more about the feel of the thing, innit?
Definitely.
He's
and
obviously
I respect him for
built
that.
like a bully.
And I like him for that. And I watch his battles for that. I don't watch him to expect to hear them bars. Yeah. But, you know, that's how I feel about him. The Saga, he's weird. Like, I don't know, man, how it really works being a gospel battle rapper kind of thing. And then still doing gun bars as well.
That's an antic, but you know when man's running too long with the antic. I understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to be someone different from what is in the game, but you got to realize that alright, if you're gonna be trying something different, you can't be, you know what I mean, balance.
The Loaded Lux had a big inspiration in that. You know, the whole talking to him, the preacher. You know, like it's a good way to patronize somebody.
True.
I'm the preacher, and look at you. Look at your sinful life.
Yeah.
You know one of them ones, be ashamed of yourself. You know one of them ones.
You're a lost nigga.
Yeah, exactly. Lost nigga.
No, I hear that still, but remember it's a battle environment that it's like trying to be a conscious person in the UFC. Do you know what I mean? We should not fight each other, but you're in a cage with fighters, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like it kind of defeats the whole purpose. So yeah, push your God thing, but don't be pushing it as your full on like swag. That's incredible. But yeah, obviously, you know what I mean. God is good and whatnot. But
I like the Smack's been pocket checking his career, his whole pocket checking him his whole career.
That was a bar. That whole third round was crazy. The whole third round was crazy. Oh yeah, well we've got like a few minutes left. But flipping Chess versus DNA.
Oh, he got sick.
Got sick, man.
DNA got sick before though, against Sensor.
Did.
And someone else, I think. Yeah, DNA's been sick.
So did they keep the footage in like that? Like the way they kept Chess's footage in?
Well, they tried to. Like DNA, you didn't really see it. You see him sort of nearly step off camera, and you see the puke just sort of splurt onto camera. Chess, they really went round. And
bro, that was cinematic.
Tried to film
I saw a man vomit in HD. That was crazy. Would he have won if he hadn't have vomited?
Nah. DNA's too... Like, DNA's not even really that good to me. Like, he's a bit oversaturated. He's not doing anything new or exciting.
Yeah, it's kind of repetitive. Isn't
it? And he does say some dumb stuff that don't really make sense a lot because he blends freestyle with writtens a lot, which is hard. But, but I think DNA kind of just had that experience. I think all of the vets on the card had that experience swag over them. I think, man.
Yeah, nah, for real. Yeah, so you would say that overall the vets won so far. The T Dot versus
They say Snow and Real Deal's voted forever.
I think Real Deal's one of the hardest out. You know,
So
I think it's so overrated.
I said that in the
disgusting.
unbiased review group, and they all sort of diss me, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, white boy, but like, yeah, no,
White boy lover.
I'm one of them guys. Like, you lot are being like even dumb for even separating them. Why'd you say this one's good for a white boy or this one? Do you know what I mean? How about just being a rapper?
You know what I mean? That's what the whole point of rapping was, to provide a level platform in it. But bruv, listen, this has obviously been the intro show. It's been amazing already.
We got to get some more people up in here.
Yeah, man. Obviously, we're not gonna leak out who we're gonna get in, but we're gonna get some very special guests for people, and you're gonna get to hear their side of the story. But flipping, yeah, man. Obviously, tell them where they can follow you, man.
At HulkTheRapper on Twitter, like Hulk Banner on Facebook.
All that. Obviously, follow NKE Media. Follow at This Is Knux on Twitter and NK Media on Instagram. Peace out. Bam.
It's JME, bigging up NKEs.
Yep, Charlemagne the God, the Prince of pissing people off. And right now you're watching NKE Media. Get at us.
NKE Media, Tony D.
H inside, big up NKE Media.
This is Wiley right now, you're watching
NKE Media.
NKE Media, big the fuck up.
Yo, this is Java. You're checking out NKE. Know what it is, boy. Better know all day.